Falkirk TV is proudly sponsored by GM Landscape UK.
John, first game back to competitive football tomorrow. Seems like it's been a while. How would you sum up how pre-season's gone?
Very well, yeah, really pleased with the way it's gone. We're ready for a competitive action. No, we are ready. We've had a lot of games actually, so we're a bit fed up with them now. We want the real stuff, and we are on the eve of that. Boys were buzzing this morning, ready to go. So yeah, we've played a number of games. We've played some really good football. We know there's things we need to tweak a little bit here and there, and I know the things we're going to have to develop going into the Premiership, and we still get an opportunity to do it over the next 4 games. So yeah, all the guys have had loads of minutes under their belts. There's been a good, mix in that. No more so than the goalkeepers. There's only been 1 minute separating the goalkeepers. It was good that when we had 8 games, we virtually went Nicky, Scott, Nicky, Scott, Nicky, Scott, Nicky, Scott, whatever. And they've, as I said, I've played 8 games and only 1 minute separating them. So that's how it, in an ideal world, it works out. At the end of the day, Keelan Adams has ended up playing the most minutes. 1 or 2 injuries along the way that have maybe not played quite so much, and then got back in. And obviously we're still missing Cole. Tom's calves are giving a little bit of problem at the minute, so he's kind of missing out. Big Barney with his metatarsal, Finn Yates with her metatarsal, Reece Walker with his knee not so far away. Ethan Ross is going to be available tomorrow, which is great news. But we go into it still 4 or 5 players kind of missing, but still a very strong squad. And
it's Brechin City tomorrow, away for the first game, but it's looking like a really good Premier Sports Cup group we've got, and I guess the aim should be just to finish it with maximum points.
Yeah, it's a good group. It is a good group, no doubt about it, but you can't take nothing for granted. I mean, we've been seeded 3, third seeds the last 3 seasons, and we managed to qualify twice from being third seeds, so you can't take it for granted that being just top seeds is enough. Away from home to Brechin, they're not going to lay it on a plate for us. We're going to have to go there and work really hard for it. The weather's to be extremely hot tomorrow, so we'll maybe need every single sub that we've got. We can only make 5 subs in a cup tie, but we'll probably need to make these 5 subs to keep everyone as fresh as we possibly can to make sure that we can get the win. In an ideal world, you're always looking for a good start in the game. We're no different. I'm sure Brechin's looking for a good start in the game. A good start in the game will be getting our noses in front and controlling the game. But we know that there's a threat. And Sheridan up top is a very experienced striker. Brad Mackay, who was here for a few years as well, at the back. We know that these guys are winners and they're going to be very much up for it. They've got good players. Paul Watson, who was at Montrose for a number of years, who's now moved on to Brechin, a very well respected player at that level, and a long time at Montrose, playing very well, and he makes good runs in midfield. He can get on the end of crosses, so we really got to be aware of that. They've played against Dundee, they've played against Dundee United, they've had a taste of playing against Premiership opposition, and so they'll probably be a little bit used to it. They'll know what to expect, and they'll probably know how to deal with it a little bit. So that's what we've got to overcome. So we give Brechin every bit of respect, but at the same time we want to go there and get 3 points on the board before we move to Cove. So we've got a situation where we're playing 2 away games first. So again, in an ideal world, you get yourself maximum points before we come here and play Queen's Park, which on paper would be the most difficult game. They've acquitted them, in recruitment, they've done very well in recruitment. The players that they've taken to the football club, so far. And then we finish with a home game at Spartan. So we can do the business away from home. We're always good at here. We would fancy our chances out here. We have to target that, but we've got to, make sure that we put everything into the first game and make sure we deal with that.
You mentioned players as well. A couple new faces come in on loan over the last week. Lewis Nielsen, who has been here before, and most recently today Henry Cartwright as well from Leicester. I'm going to assume that most of our fans know a little bit less about him, so would you be able to tell us a little bit about what they can expect?
Yeah, he's a ball-winning central midfield player who can actually play as well. He will add a little bit of steel and grittiness to our midfield. He's a strong boy. He works his socks off. He covers the ground. He's no scared to put a challenge in. He's a little bit different with what we've got, but he can play. He can play. You dare come into Falkirk if you can't play. So we need players who can handle the ball, use the ball. He ticks all the boxes. We've targeted him for some time. It's took a little bit of getting over the line, but we've managed to get there. So, a big thank you to everyone at Leicester for making it happen, especially John Rudkin. We've managed to get there, so, a big thank you for making this deal happen. I think it'll be a little bit of if he can be registered in time to be involved tomorrow. He may not be involved tomorrow. All the paperwork has been submitted, but, we still need it to be international clearance and SPFL to sanction it, the SFA, SPFL to sanction it before he could be available. But he's here now, and whether it's in this game or going to Cove, he's now a Falkirk player, and he'll be strutting his stuff for us. Like every one you sign, you hope that they're going to be a really good addition. He's a confident lad. He's got confidence in his ability. He's 20 years of age. He's got loads of legs about him. He's not, as I said, he's going to have a little bit more aggression than maybe what we have, but I think we're going to need that.
A couple of new, like we said, a few players in the door this summer. Are you happy with how the squad's shaping up, and there's still a few more positions that you're going to be looking for over the next few weeks? Yeah,
I've got 4 now. Obviously with Scott Bain coming in the goalkeeping department and Big Brian Graham. Pleased with that, and we've added Lewis. I thought Lewis looked so comfortable the other night there against St Johnstone. Very, very comfortable. He was our fastest player on the night. All the stats showed that he saw us for a central defender to have that pace and that composure on the ball and handle everything that came his way, kind of defensively as well. Absolutely delighted with his performance, and he will fit into our system absolutely no problem whatsoever. So that's a bonus. That's an absolute bonus. Everyone can see we're losing kind of cheap goals, and we didn't lose any goals the other night there. We didn't lose any cheap goals. Yeah, we needed Nicky to make saves, but every team needs a goalkeeper to make saves in games. We've dominated games a lot over the last 2-3 years. It's not always going to be like that. It's not going to be like that in the Premiership. We're going to have a goalkeeper that's going to be making saves for us, get us points. We're going to have to be, better defensively than we've ever been, and I'm sure Lewis is going to play his part in that. With regards to more coming in, yes, we still believe we're maybe still 2 or 3, perhaps. Perhaps. I think these players are to come in and make us better. I think bringing Lewis in, I think that made us better. You're hoping, as I say, Henry's going to come in and make us better. There's good competition for places. Everyone's going to have to rise to the challenge. Existing players here will need to rise to the challenge from the others coming in. They're going to have to try and force the guys who are in position. Because Henry coming up, the other guys have got a little bit of a head start. They start later in England, as I've kind of been saying now for 2 or 3 weeks, a good few weeks now, that in England they don't start back so quickly. We started early. We started the League Cup campaign early. That doesn't necessarily happen during England, so we had to wait on them coming back and then, getting the deal done. So these are the type of things that's still going on right now. With regards to another couple that we're well down the discussion routes. We're discussing with the main people at these big clubs, big clubs, and we're very, very hopeful that we can get another couple over the line, and maybe a third. Who knows?
John, thank you very much, and all the best for tomorrow as well.
Thank you.